I've been to see the Prime Minister to resign as Secretary of State for Health and Social Care. I understand the enormous sacrifices that everybody in this country has made, that you have made, and those of us who make these rules have got to stick by them, and that's why I've got to resign. I want to thank people for their incredible sacrifices and what they've done. Everybody working in the NHS, across social care, everyone involved in the vaccine programme, and frankly everybody in this country who has risen to the challenges that we've seen over this past 18 months. I'm very proud of what we've done to protect the NHS at the peak, to deliver that vaccine rollout, one of the fastest in the world, and I look forward to supporting the government and the Prime Minister from the backbenches to make sure that we can get out of this pandemic. We're so close to the end, and then build back better so that this country can fulfill its potential, which is so great. And I will do that with all of my heart.
Well, guess what, guys? I was wrong. Matt Hancock has just now resigned. I can't believe it. After Boris Johnson said that it was a private matter and that he backs Matt Hancock, the man goes ahead and resigns anyway. What I think ultimately sealed his fate was not just the fact that, well, his aide was kicked out of her home. Literally that day when the story broke, the Sun was literally there posting pictures of her packing her car and driving off, which was very satisfying to see. Then this morning, flowers were sent to Matt Hancock's house, and apparently it has been said that he has not actually been home. He's been kicked out, or at least giving his wife space to be as nice as I possibly can be to this man. But apart from that, it was the unthinkable that happened, one that I thought would not happen, and that is that Tory MPs actually spoke out and told him to resign. Enough to seal Matt Hancock's future and to make him resign. Now, possibly this could be a front and that actually Boris Johnson sacked him, but I don't believe that. But it could well be the case that Matt Hancock was sacked, but they're trying to make it out that actually this was a decision that Matt Hancock made. This happens all the time in politics. Somebody resigns, but in actuality they were sacked. But I don't know. I personally don't. I think Boris wanted to keep him all through the last 15 months. Despite cock up after cock up, Matt Hancock has had Boris Johnson's support. But now he's gone. So who replaces him? Because remember, the grass is always greener on the other side. And Matt Hancock has been replaced rather quickly. In fact, it didn't take long for the Tories to find their new man. And it's Sajid Javid of all people. Now, he's the former Chancellor of the Exchequer. He left and was replaced by Rishi Sunak, if memory serves. I think he disagreed with some of the policies that Boris Johnson and the rest of the cabinet wanted to implement, I think. But now he's back in the fold. And well, I don't know what his opinions necessarily have been on the lockdown and COVID policy and things like that. So I can't give you guys an informed opinion on what he's going to be like. He was a decent Chancellor. He was more free market than, say, Rishi Sunak claims to be. His background, of course, is in the business world. He is far more economically trained compared to some other chancellors of the past, and that may have some help for him in regards to organising the NHS. I don't know if that means that there's going to be reforms going on after all this is said and done or not. I have no idea. He's a businessman first and foremost, which for some people on the left is bad news for them. But for the rest of us, we don't really know. He's not somebody who I would have thought would have been the next health secretary. Maybe he has ideas. Maybe he knows more than just economics and politics. Maybe he has an idea about what healthcare ought to be in this country. Or is he just there as a stopgap until somebody else comes along who actually knows what they're doing? And perhaps we'll see a light at the end of the tunnel, because as far as I'm concerned, so far at least, one roadblock towards freedom has been lifted. So anyway, until next time guys, it's been your boy. I'll see you all later.